Okay, so at the moment I'm filming with my A5000, Sony A5000 and the Sigma 30mm F1.4 lens. And after the month of using this lens, I would say that this lens is supposed only for photography, not video making at all. Don't even try that. And I will tell you why in a second. And disclaimer, I only use this lens for Sony E-mount. I don't have any kind of Nikon or Canon lenses, so I don't know how it performs just for Sony. Before buying this lens, I checked lots of reviews from YouTube, and after using this lens for a while, I think I need to make a video to emphasize some aspects that I think you need to consider before buying this lens, especially for video work. First off is the focusing speed. With this lens or most of third-party lenses, the focusing speed isn't as fast as the native lenses. And with my lowest-end camera body A5000, the focusing speed is even slower. So let's check it out in video mode, I mean. Okay, yes, the focusing is very slow. Very slow. It's even slower than my kit lens. And because my kit lens was broken, so that's why I bought this lens. So I can't compare this lens with my kit lens anymore. Okay. In addition, closest focusing distance of this lens is about 30 centimeters, but the focusing speed is even slower at a very close distance, about 30 or 40 centimeters. So let me try it for you. I move backward and I move forward. This is about 30 centimeters. Yes, its focus is move backward again. Sometimes it doesn't focus at all. So let me try it again here. Come closer. Ooh. Come closer again. It seems at this time it doesn't focus right. Ooh. Yes. Right now I'm in aperture priority mode. And let me test the focusing speed for you. It's pretty slow. Okay, let's jump to the second part. The autofocus noise is very noisy. So let's switch the audio from my lav mic here to the internal mic from my camera. It's super noisy. And I don't notice that in the first time when I film, until I put the footage to the laptop and just hear the super noisy sound that I don't know it happened in the lens, and it happened only in the autofocusing mode. In manual focusing mode, it's completely silent, and it makes sense. It's very disappointing because when I buy this lens, I want to use it for video work, but it's so noisy that if I want to use for video making, I need to use external, like this, external audio recording. Or you use a manual focus, which isn't good at all. Actually, you don't hear the sound until you put your ear by the lens. So I will put my left mic by the lens like this, so you could hear that. Okay, so at the moment I try to film as a selfie mode, and you could see that it's quite shaky because this lens isn't equipped with optical image stabilization at all. It's okay with photography. Just try to be steady a little bit and try to use the wider aperture so that you don't need to use a very slow shutter speed. I mean. But for video work, like you want to do the vlogging, this one doesn't work for you because it doesn't have the OIS. So one thing you need to consider, the third one. The fourth thing I want to mention is the focusing ring. It's an electrical focusing ring, not mechanical. So it behaves very interesting. I will show you. Right now, I change to manual focusing mode. Pay attention to the focusing bar. At the moment, the lens focuses to infinity. Pay attention to my right hand too. I will rotate a fourth of a cycle, but very quickly. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 again. So you could see that the focusing point moves dramatically. Let's do it again. So this time, I also rotate the focusing ring a fourth of a cycle, but very slowly. This time, the focusing point moves just a little, very, very little. The focusing point change rate is very unpredictable and it's basically impractical for some video trick like focus pulling. You can't do that because it's super unpredictable. But for still capturing, I think it's very useful. I also think that Sigma supposedly designed this feature for this lens. For example, the lens is at the moment in infinity focusing, and I want to focus on very close objects. So I don't need to turn like a cycle to move the focusing point back to my object. This one is a bottle, but I just need to turn like a fourth of a cycle, but very quickly. So the focusing point comes very close to my object. And when I want to focus correctly or precisely to that object, I just need to move very, very slowly, and it helps. It really helps. Finally, it would be missing if I don't mention how this lens performs. So I will show you some pictures and some footages for you to judge by yourself. Let's check it out. Okay, so now you have it. To my taste, this Sigma 30mm f1.4 is super for photography based on the price and the performance. It costs like 320 euros in EU. It's sharp, really sharp. The focusing speed is good, okay for photography. The manual focusing is somehow weird but useful for photography if you know it well. And the lack of optical image stabilization, it's okay. However, this lens is definitely not for video making. The focusing speed is very, very slow. Manual focus is unusable for focus pulling. You can't use it. for sure. You can capture the great photos without OIS, but for video, not really. Or you need to invest more money for the gimbal or the in-body camera. In-body image stabilization camera like the A6500. Is it correct? Yes. If you still want to use this lens for video capture, I think there are two options. First, use an external audio recording like me. Or if you still want to record the audio with the video, with the in-body audio, I think the only option is using manual focusing with a very, very simple footage. No camera pulling or something. My body, it doesn't have the horseshoe to have an external mic, so I don't know if, for example, the A6000 or A6300 or A6500, if you have the mic on the top of the camera, I don't know if it captures the sound of the lens. The noise. Hope you have enough information to decide whether or not buying this lens. Thank you for watching.